Hey, it's Ice Age TV Day, internal combustion engine age. And today it's not about the internal combustion engine, it's about the actual internal combustion engine pulling a non-internal combustion engine, which that would mean it's a trailer. Yeah, today's the trailer day, so maybe for the O's that follow me or don't follow me or just picking up in the conversation, I just recently sold my 16 motorcycle trailer due to the fact that I thought I could get pretty good money for it, and I did. And really with the plan of sitting it out till first of the year to pick up a bigger trailer, but not too big a trailer. It's really one like a 18-foot trailer, and actually maybe like a 7x18, but those aren't that common. So, you know, I'm a guy that's always kind of keep my eye out in the market for different toys. It's probably pretty obvious by all the toys that I have, right? So yep, sure enough, I found an 8.5 by 18-foot trailer, and it's not from my usual trailer dealer I deal with, where primarily I buy United Trailers. I like their product, and you know, it's a price trailer, meaning sure I'd love to have an aluminum trailer, but man, you know, those things are expensive, kind of hard to justify at the end of the day. But anyways, so today is all about me picking up my brand new trailer, and the reason I'm kind of wanting to share this experience with you is to kind of give you a heads up of what's going on in the market, which I think is beneficial to you, because if you're in the market for a trailer right now, you may want to pay attention, because as everybody knows, everything's getting very expensive. I'm driving right by the Pentagon right now. Out here on a beautiful day, and there's the Pentagon, which it's all walled up so you can't see it, but I'm here in the DC area, and it's in Murphy's Law. You know, I was going over this dealership, and I should have gone around the Beltway, but the Beltway's all locked down, so now my Waze is telling me to go through DC and back out of DC, and to avoid all that 495 never-ending havoc. Wow. So the Pentagon people are back. Anybody out there wondering where the federal employees are, Pentagon people are back. Now, I drove by here a year ago. These parking lots were empty. So, you know, federal government's going back to work. And the word is January 1st, supposedly everybody's going to be back to work, which, whoo, this area with the traffic, it's been kind of nice not having all this traffic. And as of January, I think that's going to go back to the nightmare of DC's traffic that's worse than Los Angeles, no lie. So, hope you're kind of enjoying the view here if you don't live in this area. You know, I always like watching videos where people go to other places, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty neat, because you get a feel for what's going on in their own town. Hey, here's a Mach-E Mustang, which I had a deal on that vehicle back in, I don't know, I think March of this past year, and you know, the usual markup and everything else, so I didn't do it. You know, for the record, I've been pretty good about not getting too caught up in this crazy ADM. Yes, I bought this Ford F-150 Tremor truck with some ADM on it, but not radical. I bought my 4Runner with some ADM on it, but not selling that, so I'm not really worried about that. To me, not radical. So, but for the other people out there, be careful, because things are changing. I'll share that story with you here in a minute too. But here we are coming into the DC, over the bridge over Potomac River. And you know, many years ago, I used to boat up and down this river. No lie, spent a lot of time on this river here. And at Reagan National Airport, here's coming a jet. This is pretty cool. So here's the jet coming in. Can we get you that look right there? Yep. Right over the Memorial Bridge here. And there she goes. So I'm pretty sure it's going to shoot me through the city here. There's the Monument, Jefferson, Memorial. And you know, it's interesting, years ago, I used to live down in this DC area. I don't have business as much as I used to down here. And quite frankly, I don't miss it. You know, they redid the waterway down here. They redid all this. And believe it or not, you go back to the 80s, like 1988, I used to come down here and those marinas, you know, have all been changed up. But I used to come down here in a tanker truck, a short tanker, and fill up people's diesel boats. Then I used to fill up that big ship way down there. Yeah, see that ship there? I used to go down there and I used to fill up that ship with diesel fuel. That thing held like 2,000 gallons, if I remember right, which that's huge. So I used to drive down those piers in a big old tanker truck. I have to back down them and think, oh my God, if I freaking get this wheel off that freaking pier, I'm done. So, L'Enfant Plaza over here, the Frenchman that did some developing here in the city. Better pay attention to where I'm going here. I'll be videoing, and the next thing you know, I'll be in the wrong part of town, right? And pretty confident I know where I'm going. Thank goodness. You know, there's some rough areas right over here, believe it or not. You know, you get this, but they really have resurrected it. But you go back years ago, this South Capitol Street area, I mean, you wouldn't hang out down here at nighttime. But now, major, massive develop has chased out all the riffraff. That's kind of what's going on in these cities. Nationals Park is right over there. Right down there, I think. Yep. Boy, oh boy, talk about the 1970s, I should say 80s. Heck, I remember where the heck I went the other day. Probably not. I think it's right here. But you have no idea where you're going here because of, you know, this place used to have a location over next to its Capitol Cadillac GMC. But now it has a location right here. So, all right, I am leaving the dealership with my brand new Bravo trailer. That's a Bravo. Can you see there without that light? Yeah, there you go. So here we go. My truck knows I'm around it. It's actually lighting up, and the gentleman here that sold it to me is gonna let me get out of here. Better get out of his space, right? All right. Uh-oh, I'm trailering my brand new trailer. I better go here to my drive modes. Where's my trailer tow? There it is. All right, that's a good start, right? Because I didn't know that before. Now, I'm driving to my next trailer dealer. And I don't know how this thing has me getting the heck out of here. This is kind of weird. I think I'm going this way. Or am I? I don't even know. I think I'm going... I don't know what way I'm going. Let's just go this way here. Really not sure on this. So we're going to find out. I'm kind of concerned. No, I think I'm going the right way. Because you have a trailer with you, it's a huge mistake if you don't do that right. So far, the trailer's pretty light back there. Wow, this truck is so awesome. I mean, now I really think I need extendable mirrors to be a little more comfortable in this trailer, but it's not too long, it's not that big a deal. But the truck is, I mean, I'm not embellishing here. This truck, it's hard to believe I got a trailer behind me. I can kind of feel it because it's kind of a little bit of a rocking motion from it moving around. But as far as energy goes, I mean, oh my gosh, there's just, it's not struggling to pull this trailer. You know, what's interesting is, you know, Bravo trailers, I've never even heard of them per se, even though they are supposedly a good trailer. My friend from Trailer Enterprises said, yeah, it's a good trailer. And it's got the spring suspension, And so far, you know, pulling it, there's nothing radical I'm feeling at this point, which that's encouraging, right? Because I've always had the torsion suspension out of all my trailers, car hauler and my motorcycle trailers. And so far, this spring trailer doesn't really feel that radical to me, so that's encouraging. And right now, as we get up here, yeah, I got a good drive. Jeez, yikes. Now, here's the story. Anybody out there, which I was talking about a long time ago before I got to this point of the video, back down near the Pentagon, is availability on, you know, getting stuff these days. It's not a lie. If you think the media is embellishing that, hey, you want to go to a car dealership and get the exact car you want, or, you know, you want to get some other product, or like in the trailer side or the RV side or the boat side. But for me, being on the trailer side conversation today, it's the same story. The story is, if I didn't take this trailer today, it's 10 months. You know, it's conservative 10 months, if not maybe a year, for me to get this same trailer. And it'll be $4,000, if not $5,000 more, you know, a year from now. So, wow. All right, so let's talk trailer talk. You know, is talking back there about how I think the future trailers are going to have battery assist wheel motors on the trailers. I really believe that's going to happen because of the future of electric trucks and electric vehicles, and to help them go further and not drain so much energy out of that vehicle pulling the trailer. I just really believe that the next phase in trailers over the next 10 years is going to be to have, you know, a battery pack in the trailer, and it's going to be a push, you know, a push assist to the vehicle, just so you can maximize the energy out of your tow vehicle. And I think that that's, you know, real. I'd be amazed within the next 3 to 5 years that you don't hear more about this. And sure, I know that on the big side, you know, on the big vehicles, you tractor trailers, that's already, you know, being discussed and talked about, where they have big battery packs in these tractor trailers, and they have the wheel, you know, the wheel motor assist in these big tractor trailers to help the big rig, you know, pull it down the road. So, you know, and yeah, I get that you're going to have added weight in the trailer, and there's a lot of variables there, but if you go to aluminum trailer, that is a significant weight savings to accommodate the battery packs. And, you know, which I think is pretty cool, actually. I really think that the future trailers will have, you know, the cameras in them, and they'll help the sway control, you know, from braking on the wheel motors. So I think, you know, it's really interesting how for us, over the next decade, I think more than ever, we're going to see some pretty incredible technology come to us, just because of how far the driverless vehicle technology has come so far. And, you know, when I talk about the people in my vehicles, which I was thinking about 4 or 5 years ago, when the adaptive cruise control was getting to be more dominant in purchasing vehicles, is your vehicle is already feeding information back to computers of your driving habits, and the vehicle is already learning things, you know. So as you drive down the road, you know, unbeknownst to you, with this adaptive cruise control, you know, these cameras are communicating back to computers and training computers on how to, you know, understand things better, which just, you know, magnifies, you know, the development, you know, expedites the ongoing, continuing, you know, training and learning for vehicles to be more, you know, safe and capable of being driverless vehicles. Now, for me, being the motorcycle enthusiast, car enthusiast, you know, I'm always looking to see how I can have my fun, and I can take my fun to other locations when I travel. And, I've been focused on how do I get a little bigger trailer, but I didn't want too big a trailer. And, you know, can I get a trailer where my Tremor truck will actually, you know, handle the vehicle and, you know, and be able to utilize it where I don't feel like I'm having to strain the truck too much. Which in this vehicle here, there's no doubt in my mind, this vehicle's in a tow, this trailer loaded up. But at the same time, you know, how much, you know, am I going to feel that difference in power, which I can't answer that at this point because I haven't loaded it up. But what's interesting right now, I've got the adaptive cruise on, and since I don't have this trailer married to this vehicle, this steering is kind of wanting to make this trailer start walking on me, which means your back end of that trailer starts, you know, going back and forth, which you don't want that. It's a very dangerous thing to happen. So I'm literally kind of having to hold this steering wheel right now to kind of keep this truck from kind of, for whatever reason, it's sensing something and it's wanting to kind of do the jiggle, you know, steering. And once again, I attribute that to the being that this trailer isn't matched to this vehicle, so this vehicle doesn't really know what's going on. So right now, my goal with this trailer is to get it to my other dealer that I deal with to put in 4 motorcycle Condor chocks, and to put in the D-rings, and to put on what I feel would be a little better tire for this trailer, which I think will help it handle better, and it'll be peace of mind that if I'm going down the road at a pretty good pace for hours on end, that these tires, you know, the tires aren't going to blow out on me. And it's funny how that light, isn't that something, how that light shines through that window there and gives you that really kind of a you know, a glare look in the video here. So for me, I've owned trailers where you've been going down the road and the tires have blown, you know, have popped. So, you know, whether you believe it or not, you know, if you buy these trailers, if you don't set them up correctly, you'll find out the hard way of what, you know, you thought was, you know, okay, but no, it's not okay. And it's kind of unfortunate. I kind of wish that the manufacturer, Bravo, would have maybe kind of put a little bigger tire on this. It's not the deal breaker, and, you know, and everybody's going to use these trailers for different reasons. And this trailer, you know, would probably cater more to a local guy with a go-kart type of vehicle, or maybe a car, but he's just going to like a local track that's maybe 20, 30, you know, 50 miles away, versus some guy that could be doing a 1,000-mile trip in this trailer in one day, or like a 400 or 500 mile trip, you know, and that's a lot of driving on a trailer. And those tires will heat up eventually, and you know, they'll just give, they'll blow out. Well, she's pulling damn good, man. I'm very impressed. You know, I mean, and what I'm really impressed about is this spring axle trailer. I mean, I'm not really feeling anything radical. So, if I didn't know what trailer I was pulling behind me, whether it was spring or torsion setup, right now, I mean, I'd honestly be like, I don't know, it got me. I mean, this rear spring trailer doesn't seem to be bouncing all over the road and fishtailing me. You know, I'm doing really good speeds too. So now, when she's loaded up, does that change things? All right, now I'm here at my other dealer that I've been going through for years, and you know what's unfortunate is I never did a walk around this trailer. So sorry about that, but here's the first thing. See these tires? They're going bye-bye. Maybe the wheels and tires. And let's look inside here. All right, so here is the custom Karl Haller motorcycle trailer. And now this here is actually a vinyl floor. I can see better in this sunlight, like your kitchen or your bathroom, which, you know, it's The rubber floorings are a better option, but you know, it's all about money. So that's real nice. You know, you got the LED lighting here, which is nice. Got the finished ceiling, finished walls, finished fender wells. Got a nice upper cabinet to store stuff, which is really nice. Fit and finish seems to be nice. Got your battery down here. Here's your electric panel, which is neat. Your inverter. So this is your access to get your outside power cord so you can run your trailer power without being hooked up to your truck and trailer, I should say. Seeing down here. See there? It's real nice. Wowsker! So, man almighty, I tell you, it's good to have friends in life. And I just dropped my trailer off to get the customization done to it. And get this. That trailer I just picked up has a torsion suspension on it. I mean, wow. I mean, this is so awesome. Remember I was just telling you, towing that trailer? I'm like, this is so strange. This trailer, to me, doesn't feel any different from my other motorcycle trailers where I've always had the torsion suspension. And so my good friend up here at the dealer, he looked underneath the trailer and goes, hey, man, this is a torsion suspension setup. So, wow. I mean, that even makes me that much more excited and feel better now that I bought that trailer, because I really was hesitant to buy that trailer being it's a spring axle trailer, because, you know, it's a Highline trailer, and I was just like, wow, that's hard to believe that this would not be a torsion suspension trailer. So that's exciting. I really am happy now that I bought that trailer, even happier. And how about that? Can my thing pick it up? 15.6 miles per gallon. So hauling that trailer, I did better than I thought. Now with the load, I think it's gonna be a different story, but that's about a 2,300 pound trailer. That's what we figured out. So maybe 2,700 pounds actually. So that's great. So they got it now. I'm gonna go back on probably this weekend and pick it up. And so I'll show you the end product of what I did to it. You'll see I made it, you know, specific to what I'm going to use it for. And you know, between hauling my nice Mustang and hauling my motorcycles, that's what we did. So and we added some things too. So you'll see this weekend when I do another video. Hope you're enjoying my videos, and subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate it. And you know, probably not a ton of views on this one because how many people are into trailers, if you know what I mean.